If you are to invest for alternative sources of income, what are you supposed to invest in? I mentioned two here. The first investment you must prioritize is investment in yourself. Investment in yourself. Then the second investment is investment in assets. So investment in yourself. What does it really mean? Let me put it this way. For now, especially people of our own age, we over compartmentalize ourselves into our profession. So my advice, do not over compartmentalize yourself in your accounting profession. Right? If you over compartmentalize
So you
yourself
pick it from your draft.
in your
This is
profession,
what you will share, but let's be sure that
it will prevent you from
streaming live
seeing
what is
or identifying opportunities that exist around you and in the market environment. There are opportunities around us. Right? If you are a positive thinker, I don't believe in all the noise that people are making now, that the country is bad and so the country is not bad. This situation here is creating opportunities which people will be able to identify, right? If they spread their knowledge. So acquire new knowledge, up-to-date knowledge, and skills that will enhance your income earning ability. Let me put it this way. What your employer is paying for, or what your clients will be paying for, will be the knowledge and skills that you have to render services to them. Simple. That's what people are paying for. So if you remain the way you were when you qualified as a chartered accountant, I can tell you it will affect your earning power. Yes, it will affect. So update your knowledge, acquire new skills in other fields, so that you'll be able to provide services. You'll be able to see opportunities that will enable you to provide services for your clients. Opportunities that they don't see, you'll be able to see it and recommend it to them, and that will enhance your earning power. Right? So there are advantages of investing in yourself. First, if you invest in yourself by acquiring new knowledge and skills, you will remain relevant even in your place of employment. If you do not, you will become irrelevant. And what will happen is you will now see young people, maybe children born when you qualify, who are now employed to be your boss because they have up-to-date knowledge and skills that will make them relevant in the place of work. So it is necessary for you to acquire knowledge and skills within your profession. The accounting profession is changing, right? Acquire up-to-date knowledge and skills, even outside your profession, right? Pursue other professions so that you will now be capable of even moving from accounting to other areas, and that is where that is what will make it possible for you to earn more and save more for your retirement old age need. But if you fail to do this, you become irrelevant, right? And that will affect your earning power. It can also lead to premature retirement. Yes, the environment is changing, the needs of your employer and your clients are changing. So if you are not relevant, your employer will say, look, you are now 50 years old, it's time to go home. And that can create a lot of problems. Financial stress will come in. Financial stress will lead to mental stress. Yes, when people are financially stressed, they become physically and mentally stressed. And all of this can affect their preparation for retirement. Of course, when a person is financially stressed before or during retirement, that person is most likely to take desperate decisions that will even worsen his or her situation. You need money quickly, and there's no money, you go and borrow at very high interest rate. You are compounding the problem. So investing in assets, please, for retirement, there are things that you need to understand. First, the nature of investing for retirement. Investing for retirement is a very long-term investment, right? It's not a quick profit, quick winning thing. If your retirement age in your place of employment is 60 years or 65, and you are now 40 years old, you know that what you are investing for should be targeted at for the next 20 years, right? Not something that will give you returns within 2 years. No, it's not short term, it's long term. So, and it also requires predictable returns on investment, right? Predictable return on investment. If it is not possible to predict return on investment and you invest it for retirement, by the time you retire, the value of your investment may have gone down, and that will affect the resources that will be available. Then it also requires preservation of the value of your assets in nominal and real terms. This is where most people get it wrong. They have 10 million naira, maybe they put it in a bank account, savings account, and the bank is giving them 5% per annum. Now, when they need the money 10 years or 15 years from now, they still get their 10 million plus accrued interest. They believe that they have not lost money. But they have lost money in real terms. Yes, because of inflation. So this should be taken into account in investing. Then requirements for investing for retirement. It is necessary to invest in assets with potential for long-term, predictable, increasing returns on investment and capital appreciation. Right? It's not just enough for you to be earning interest. It is also necessary that the value of the assets will be increasing over time. Then, investing in retirement requires you to invest according to your risk appetite. If you are a risk averse person, look for assets that will not be lost suddenly, right? And that is what many people experience because they are looking for quick money. They take their gratuity or whatever or lump sum and they put it in right? They lost the money. Many people have died. Even for people who died as a result of that, they are even lucky. Yes, they are lucky. You got 20 million naira lump sum from your retirement savings account and you put it in a scheme, right? And lost it within 2 years, and the person stroke. Yes. So where will he get money to take care of himself? So the person who died is lucky. Yes. So the type of assets that you should avoid for in retirement planning: one, avoid speculative investment that emphasize short-term quick profits. Please, for retirement, don't go into such. Yes. Please also avoid financial assets that are below investment grade rating. by creditable rating agencies. Please, of course, you must also avoid Ponzi schemes. So, what are the suitable financial assets for retirement? One, remember I told you that you have to invest in assets with predictable uh, income. The first one, for purposes of retirement, is annuities. Annuities. And there are various types of annuities. Some that you invest before you retire, some that you invest immediately you retire. Now, while you are still working, the best type of annuity to invest is what is called deferred annuity. You are 40 years old, you buy a deferred annuity, and you are supposed to retire at age 60 or 65. For the next 20 or 25 years, you are contributing, right? You are paying premium, right? And this accumulate fund that you will use to purchase a life annuity, right? So when you retire, the accumulated fund, you now use it to purchase a life annuity that will give you income for as long as you are alive. And the annuity can also give you a guaranteed period in the event of die shortly after retire, after purchasing the life annuity. At least there will be something for your dependents to uh, inherit. You buy a life annuity with a 10-year guarantee, and that comes maybe 6 years after. At least your dependents will still have income for the next 4 years. Then there is also longevity annuity. Now, this is to be purchased before or immediate as retirement. What does it do? You retire at age 60, you have sources um, of income for you, maybe for the next, that will provide you adequate, that will meet your needs adequately for the next 10 or 15 years. So you buy a longevity annuity that will commence payment of income from age 70, 75 or age 80. What this does is it will add to what you are earning before, right? And protect you against the effect of inflation. There is also what is called longevity insurance. Pays income from a set age, maybe 75 or 80, right? In the event of death before the set age of 70 or 75, the insurance company pays nothing. But on survival to the set age of 75 or 80, the insurance company will start to pay income for as long as the annuitant is alive. So beyond this, buy annuity also has another benefit, which I know accountants will appreciate. Annuity qualifies for life insurance premium relief under the Finance Act 2023. So it enables you to protect your income while working, right? Because you will be saving part of your income instead of the part of the income, this part of the income that you are saving going to the government is available for you, which you can now use again to invest and increase the fund that will be available for you. I address this in my book. The book is there. How it is calculated, and you see everything here, and the effect of investing the savings. Another suitable financial assets is real estate. Real estate. It can be residential rental property, right? which will be giving you income while you are still working and when you retire. Of course, it will be appreciating in value. You can also invest in a warehouse, build a warehouse, right? Traders will be using it either to keep their goods and so on. And when you retire too, you too want to be doing some business, you can be doing it there. Of course, farmland is also there. This is what many of our people don't appreciate. Go to the nearby villages, buy an acre of land, maybe for 2 million now that you are 40 years old. By the time you are 60 or 65, the city will have grown to overtake that farmland, right? And what you bought for 1 million can now fetch you maybe about 50 or 60 million. When you retire, you dispose it and invest that lump sum. Meanwhile, before your retirement, you can be using that land to produce food for feeding your family. It reduces your cost of living and increases your ability to save and invest for your retirement. Then another one is fixed income securities. This long-term, long-tenure financial instruments, especially federal government bonds or state government bonds, or bonds issued by high-grade corporate organizations, companies, right? So these are opportunities. Please remember I said earlier that investing for retirement is a long-term thing, not short-term. Investment in equities is also good for retirement planning, but it should be done while you are young, right? If you are already 50 and you want to invest for retirement, don't go into equities. If you are 30 years old, yes, invest in equities, right? You'll be earning dividend, there will be capital appreciation, but also note you have to invest in stock of companies that meet investment grade rating, not just any companies. And please, now banks are recapitalizing. 2005, 2006, 2007 experience of the people. Many people invested. In fact, that was when investing in equities became popular, very popular in Nigeria. People were following the crowd. Please don't follow the crowd. Right? Yes, understand the nature of Please learn and understand the nature of investment in equities. If you understand, you will benefit immensely from it. Now, there are other critical issues in financial planning for retirement. We won't be able to go into details of, but let me mention just 3. 1, please, for purposes of retirement, before you retire, own your own family home. Yes, that is very, very critical, especially for those of you who are still relatively young. Yes, ownership of family home is very, very essential. It has a lot of advantages, right? You are not paying rent. It increases your ability to save and invest for the future. If you structure it very well, you can have apartments where in the family house that you will rent house that will be generating income for you. Capital appreciation is there. If you retire, want to go back to your village, fine, sell the house. Yes, use the bond money to invest in maybe long-term federal government bond, 25, 30 years, right? Then another critical issue you should consider is post-retirement activities. What are you going to be doing when you retire? If you retire and you sit down at home doing nothing, you are exposing yourself to early death. Long before you retire, plan for it, acquire new skills, right? In fact, behave like an eagle. Yes. What the reason why eagles live long is because they continually renew themselves. When an eagle gets to a particular age in life, what it will do is it will fly to very high mountain, right? And remove all the feather. Yes, yes, and grow new. When it grows new feather, then it will now fly again. That will give him or her maybe another 20 years of life. Renew yourself. It's not too late to go back to school at age 65. Yes, or pursue other professions. It is very, very necessary. Then, in all of this, when are you supposed to start planning for your retirement journey? Now, if you are yet to start now, and please, there are children, young people under your centers of counsel them. They should start their retirement journey from their first salary after NYSC. Yes, that is the appropriate time, and that is one good benefit of the contributory pension scheme. You start contributing from your first salary, unlike in the past when you have to when there is a waiting uh, period. Please, immediately. So, but if you are yet to start now, if there is any of you who is yet to start now, today, start. So, with that, let's go into healthcare. Healthcare is necessary if you are to achieve your retirement goal, right? All human beings, we are exposed to the risk that is called morbidity risk. Morbidity risk. That is the risk that a person will be sick or disabled, become disabled, is not able to work and earn income, right? So it should be incorporated in your planning. And there are several aspects that we need to. Now, morbidity risk can simply mean people becoming just sick, all this, going to the hospital, outpatient, inpatient, to bed for a few days and be discharged, right? Now, in Nigeria, under the NSITF, National Health Insurance, NHRCF, all of us in employment, formal or informal employment, we are supposed to register with HMOs, right? What that cover is your basic health needs, right? That is what it covers. But health issue is far more than that. So under morbidity risk, we also have what is called disability due to illness or accident. The HMO does not cover that. Critical illness, the HMO does not cover it. Then old age care during retirement is not there, right? So to address those three areas that are not covered, so you can make adequate, you will be in a position to make adequate provision for your retirement age. It should be part of your plan. So there are two sources of disability. One, disability can result from bodily injury due to accident, right? We see it every day. It can be due to sickness or disease, right? It can be temporary, maybe for a few months or a few years. The person recovers and goes back to work. It can be permanent, right? The person is unable to work from the date of disability up to retirement age. Now, when a person becomes disabled, it has financial effects. One, the person is unable to work, right? He is unable to earn, right? If he's in employment, the employer will maybe after 2 or 3 years, we have to go and sit down at home, right? We have done enough taking care of you for 2, 3 years, right? If he's self-employed, the day he does not work, he earns nothing, right? So, of course, apart from that, the person will be incurring expenses to cure the source of the disability, and that compounds the situation. No, it's not earning, it's spending to cure. So now, family members will have to leave their own work to attend to him, and that can also affect their own earning power. And when you take all of this into account, the person is not able to save and invest for his old age retirement. So how do we manage this? The insurance industry is underdeveloped, right, in this area. But in the advanced countries, managing disability against loss of income, in fact, is a special area for, in fact, there are many life insurance companies, especially in the US, that specialize in just health insurance. So people are able to purchase what is called disability income insurance or income protection insurance. This type of insurance, what it does is this: a person becomes disabled, is not able to work. The life insurance company will be paying an agreed percentage of his income as at the date of disability to him during the disability period. This can be 60%, 70%, or 80%. It's not, it can be 100% to prevent the person from malingering, right? People pretending that look, they are not well, right? So the insurance company will be paying, let's say it's 70%. So if he was earning 1 million naira, the insurance company will be paying 700,000 naira to him during the disability period. So you can see that his lost income has been replaced. So from there, he'll be able to take care of himself, meet family needs, and also contribute towards his pension fund. So if you want to buy this, you have to check. I'm not aware of any insurance company that is doing it directly, but they provide it as riders to life insurance policies in Nigeria, right? But they don't issue the policy as a stand-alone now. You can find out. Then the other aspect of morbidity risk is called critical illness. Critical illness, and by nature, critical illness are illnesses that are life-threatening diseases like cancer, heart attack, brain tumor, kidney failure, coronary heart diseases, and so on. They are life-threatening within a short period, can kill people. And of course, the cost of treatment is usually very, very high. You now see people having to move from Nigeria to India, right? Apart from the cost of treatment, the cost of flights and everything, and somebody will have to accompany the person there, right? When you take all of this together, it can be devastating. So what is done is this: a person takes a critical illness insurance on his or her life. If he's now diagnosed as maybe suffering from cancer, the insurance company pays a lump sum to him immediately so that he can now use it to meet the cost of treatment, get well, and go back to work. Then old age care during retirement is also very, very important. At old age, the body system is not able to resist many diseases, right? And if there is no adequate care, it can lead to a lot of challenges. The person is not dead, but is not fully alive. You can now constitute financial challenges on the children. So, and this can even exhaust the resources it has accumulated for retirement. So, how to manage it is also to take what is called health care insurance. Before retiring, you have to take it before retiring, right? If you retire and you now want to take it, no insurance company will allow you to take it. Yeah, because the assumption is that you are right. So take it when you are 40 years old, 45 years old, with option to renew. So on retirement, you will be able to continue to renew it. In the event of need, the insurance company will pay. So this takes us to the last issue: children's education needs. There are challenges that parents face in funding their education. And please, this is very, very necessary. It doesn't matter who you are, what your financial situation now is. There are challenges. The first challenge is, how do you guarantee that funds will be available when your child is now ready to go to the university? Whether you are alive or you are not alive. That's one critical issue that people don't. We believe here that, look, God forbid it, God forbid, but we see people dying every day, leaving children, right? So there's need to guarantee that there will be source of fund when the child is ready to go to the university, whether the parent is alive or not. Challenge. The second challenge is, even when the parent is alive, when the child is ready to go to the university, what will be the effect on the parent funding the child's education from his or her current income? Right? You yourself, you are 55 years old. Your child is to go to the university. Maybe you have 3 or 4 of them, right? At that age. Current income can affect so many, can be stressful, right? It can be very stressful. For some parents, their children will be ready to go to the university by the time they are even in retirement. There are practical examples, even around you. In my own case, my son was writing his West African School Cert when I retired. Yes, without adequate provision, I wouldn't have been able to see him through his university. And that time, 2 of his sisters are also in the university. So there's need for adequate provision, right? What you are supposed to do is very simple, and I will go to that again. Then another challenge that is the increasing cost of higher education in Nigeria, right? Now let me give you the latest statistics. as of July 22, 2024, the number of private universities in Nigeria is 149. 149. The number of federal universities, 62. The number of universities, 63. Total 274. So if you do the analysis, you see that when you add federal and the state universities together, they are not up to private universities, which shows that the trend is towards private education. So there is need for prior provision before a charge is due. Without prior provision, it will even have negative effects on your own preparation for retirement. Right? So let's see the potential effects. If you don't make prior provision, it will lead to a situation like this. The ability of the parent to save and invest for old age will be reducing, right? 149 private universities, right? And you have 3, 4, 5 kids. It will affect your ability to make provision for, right? It will also create now if there is no funds to sponsor these children in higher education, it will create dependent adult children. Yes, children who in their adult life will still depend on their parents who have retired. Yes, they will be living with their parents. Even some will have married and still be living in the family house. So the retired parent will have to take care of the child and his grandchildren. So the rising cost of education, as it is going to create debt traps for children who finance their education with student loan. If as a parent you don't make provision and your child has to take student loan, it will fall into debt trap. Yes, when he graduates and he is lucky to get job, he has to start repaying debt, right? Of course, the effect of that is that he will not even be able to save. Apart from taking care of himself, he won't be able to save for his future, right? Simply because the parent did not make adequate provision for funding his or her education. We see if you are conversant with what is happening in the US today, you will see situations where people graduated 30 years ago and still repay student loan. Yes, up to the time of retirement, they are repaying student loan. The Student Loan Act, let me tell you this. To me, it is a very good thing, right? But there can be changes in government policy. If the interest rate is low now, a new government may say, look, let's increase the interest. Yes, rates. Yes, and that so there are so many things. So the best thing is to make provision for the education of your child. Long before the need arises. Then, now, another implication is a child that is repaying student loan, who has parents who have retired, who need care. Will he be able to take care of the children, the parents, when he is now compelled to also be paying student loan? So please, this is very, very Now, all these things are interrelated if you look at them very critically. How do you provide for children's higher education in advance? Very simple. There are financial institutions that have education plans, right? You can key in into their plans, but you need to be very careful that such organizations are organizations that will exist, that will continue to exist. By the time your child is to the child you gave birth to will go to university in 18 years time, that organization must continue to exist. Now, you remember I said there is need for guaranteeing a child's education whether the parent is alive or not, guys prematurely. One way of handling that is to buy an education plan that provides guarantee in the event of premature death of parents. That's it. If you do analysis that look, 18 years from now, the child that I gave birth to today, and given the structure of Nigerian education, the tending that is tending towards private university, maybe we need about 50 million to see a child through university starting from 18 years from now. Buy an education plan from an insurance company that provides a guaranteed benefit in the event of premature death. So the parent buys the policy on his or her life for 18 years. The child is say 5 years now. 18 minus 5 is 30 years. So the policy will mature in 30 years time. If the parents should die, maybe 2-3 years after taking the policy, that 30 million is already available. Yes. That is why a life insurance policy is better than saving through a bank. Right? If you open a child education plan in a bank, it is what is saved in that account that will be available. But the insurance company provides a guarantee that the agreed benefit will be available, right? When the child is due in the event of the parents dying prematurely. So that fund will be a source of fund for financing the child's education. Besides that, it also gives you an opportunity to protect your own income against tax, because the premium you pay to the life insurance company qualifies, just like annuity qualifies. It also qualifies for tax relief. You'll be able to save, right? Part of your income. So, of course, just like I said, even in buying some policies, carry out an analysis and ensure that the insurance company has a good reputation for paying claims when due. So this takes us to the end. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you very much. He has done justice to the paper presented. So we'll be entertaining a few questions, and we'll take from the audience, then we'll take some from the virtual participants. So audience, we just need maybe like 5 questions from the audience. Okay, ma'am. Abel.
Still versatile. He gave me a copy of his book, that won an AIA award, African Insurance Organization Award this year. So that's to tell us that we should still do some work. But the takeaway from all this for us is, what do we do? For me, I've always thought about all those things, retirement. We have money now, but when we're old, can we sustain our standard of living? For me personally, now, if I stop working, I know that I cannot sustain my current standard of living. That's the truth. And so it's a challenge. And so for those, like he said, coming, what do they do? And the next thing is health. Those days of children taking care of their parents, they're gone. And we see all our members dying, suffering. What can we do? So we've heard about all sorts of policies that we could have, disability. I know, yes, there's NSITF, but that's when you're in employment. When you retire and you have a disability, what happens? When you retire, you're sick, you don't have an HMO again. What happens? When you have a critical illness, even if you have the toughest of the plans with the HMOs, maybe they'll tell you they'll cover chemotherapy or radiotherapy for just 10 sessions. Nothing. But what I have learned over time, working with a lot of insurance companies, is the business of insurance is volume. The Ikeja district is the largest district of ICANN. ICANN has a health policy. And I know I personally went to the registrar one time and said, this policy you have, and I was also the director of something, it's not a good policy. And they said to me, it was an emergency policy that was put in place after COVID. Because those policies are not adequate. They are the cheapest of policies. My own take is that with the volume that we have, and if you have gone around to look at the HMOs, if you have a right volume, you would realize that your premium will be like half. So if you're paying, for example, a premium of 1.something million, if you are an individual, if you have the right volume for the same cover, you probably pay like 700. That means that as adults, you can do an annual checkup and all those things you ought to do. And we can structure our policies ourselves when we have the right number. I'll also give a personal example. My son worked for a company that even covered a parent. And they had the same policy from everybody, from cleaner to the MD. So it wasn't differential, because at the end of the day, that cleaner is even the person who needs more. That MD probably has some money. So for me, I think the takeaway is that it is kind with the right number, and insurance is a game of numbers, for disability, for health. We should have something that we can negotiate, that would serve our members, and for those who want to join in, for those who even want to give their staff, they can pull them along. For those who want their parents, because I have the experience that it is possible, we should think about it so that our members do not suffer.
Good morning, my chairman. Good morning, our presenter. and good morning, everyone. So, as a pension expert, I want to ask this question. You know, our salary can never be enough, whether self-employed or an employee. There is this school of thought that you consume what is left after savings or investment every month. And there is still this other school of thought that you save what is left after you mark your consumption or spending per month. And the first question is, in these two school of thoughts, which one do we adopt? Then the second one has to do that when you are talking, you mentioned about accessing medical care outside the country. And my question is, who does this? Why can't we access these medical medications within our country? Why do everybody emphasize access medical care outside the country? How did we get to this state? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our presenter. I so much enjoy your presentation. My question, just very simple question like that. When you go to the children, saving for the children and all that, and with insurance company, that we all know the way they come up with a loss adjustment. I have 50 million, but in the event that you are no more, they adjust it back to 1 million. My car got accident. I know what they adjust it back to. It's not what I bargained for. So how do you prevent this adjustment? Thank you.
Okay, good day, everyone, and I wish to off my heart to the distinguished facilitator who had really done a good job to the assignment. Two questions or two things are coming from me. One, the material of the presentation, will it be available? Sorry, I'm new, so that's why I'm asking. Then two, beautiful as the presentation has been, this is Nigeria, and we have to be real. I don't know whose income is actually sufficient. So what are the real life situations that one can do? Because you're under pressure from your family, friends, who feel you are much better off. So urgent 2K there, urgent 20K there. Aside from one has family, friends, church, old student society and all that. They all make demands, and we have to be real. They all make demands on us. What should one do in such a situation? And also, practically speaking, inflation has been terrible. So all these plans, in midst of inflation, how does it really pan out? According to NBS, the statistics for last month was for headline inflation is around slightly dipped below 34%. Food inflation is over 40% year on year. So if we are facing a situation, the year-on-year inflation of 33-34%, which some people actually say is understated to manage the situation, then how else, even with all these prescriptions, what can we do if really prices are going up? Price of PMS on May 29 was 197 naira per liter. Today is over 100 naira per liter. This is just not up to 2 years. So how can we forecast for 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line? Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful lecture. Okay, my point is that it seems you kind of take it for granted that insurance companies can go under. So you always emphasize that buy insurance, but you are being careful when you mention financial institution. So does it mean that insurance stock companies cannot go under?
As at time you were talking, you mentioned about the student loans. In our environment here, it is not really available until in recent time that for any student to apply for student loans. So going by the newly available, the federal government's student loans to the institutions in the country, I want to ask if it would be advisable for our students in higher institutions to collect that such loan. You know, like bearing in mind that they may finish school and not have job to repay the loan. Will it now be upon the parents to start repaying the loan, as you have said?
Okay, we'll take one more here before we go virtually.
Good afternoon, my chairman and other colleagues. Please, I want to correct one impression I've just made mention. Student loans is not a new thing. I want to tell you that I started my working experience with Nigerian Student Loans Board. The board was functioning very, very well. I joined them in 1982. Yes, it was a parastatal under Federal Ministry of Education. Our office was at number 33 Alhaji Tokan Street, Surulere. Before we decentralized and have offices throughout the whole federation, we were giving students, indigent student loan, both home and abroad. Abroad. The board was functioning very, very well. I know some of those people talking about the system of education, the government is not doing fine, is not doing this. Some of them benefited from the loan and they don't repay, and they ensure that board died in natural death. Yes. The board was functioning very well. We were giving indigent students, both home and abroad, funds to study. If you gain admission, bring your letter of admission. You process it. It was Nigerian factors that allowed the board to die natural death. If the system the government is taking now, the board will survive. Most of them, if you see them writing rubbish on editorial, maybe in the Guardian newspaper, I just laugh at them. Most of them that are on the board, they benefited. I know them. They benefited from the loan and they don't pay. They ensure that the board died natural death. The problem of the something started when Jubril Aminu became Minister of Education. That's when the board now started collapsing. It's a good policy. Government always have good intention, but the people enjoying that benefit, they will ensure that that intention is not generalized. So the board is not just started. It has been a system for quite a long time. It was a parastatal under Federal Ministry of Education. So that's it. If we manage it very well, it will benefit all students, all the new generations that are coming. That's it. Not that the government has good intention, but the Nigerian factor allowed the board to die natural death. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's take it before going virtually. Yeah, let's take it.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, the paper presenter. In the course of your presentation, you made mention of home delivery, home ownership. And I want to just ask you a simple question that before retirement, if you need to build a house, is it better to build it in the city or in the village? And what are the benefits of either way? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go. Sorry, sir. Permit me to take a virtual question. Okay. Sorry. If you are the owner of this car, LSR 22BX Kia Sportage, your attention is needed downstairs.
Okay, thank you very much. All the questions are very, very good and exciting. Maybe let me take the issues from the last two speakers. The Student Loan Board existed in the 70s and early 80s. I also know they are just very close to the stadium, Surulere, to the National Stadium. We were there. Nigerian factor came in, fine, but you cannot erase the fact that our policymakers, especially the politicians, usually have negative approach to all of these things. And that is part of the cause of death of the Student Loan Board. But you also remember that at a point in time, the Student Loan Board became irrelevant. I'll give you the reason why I said this. In 1977 or 1976, at the convocation of the University of Ibadan, November 1976, General Olusegun Obasanjo declared that no more school fees in the universities. And as at that time, there were only 6 universities in the country. Right? Only 6. And they were owned by the federal government. So you don't pay school fees, and to feed is 50 kobo per day. I'm a beneficiary because I was admitted to the University of Ibadan in 1977. We were eating 10 kobo in the morning, 20 kobo in the afternoon, 20 kobo at night. Yes, as cheap, please, that 50 kobo at that time was not cheap for us. Majority of us eat 010 or 011. We cannot afford the 50 kobo. Yes, we cannot afford, we were not paying school fees. We cannot afford the 50 kobo to feed. And accommodation was just 15 naira per session. Many of us cannot afford it. We lived outside. So the reason why the Student Loan Board became irrelevant at that time was because there was no need to pay anything in the university at that time. Now, the question as to whether or not people should take the loan. Please remember I said everything depends on the person's circumstance. A child who is from an underprivileged home, who secured admission, should pursue his or her university education with student loan, right? At least that will lift him up. It has the potential for lifting him up. But the audience I'm addressing now, many of you are not underprivileged. Yes. Abi? Relative to what is happening in our society, you are not underprivileged. And that is why it is necessary for you to ensure that your children, have the advantage of standing on your shoulders, right? To give them good education. Please, anybody who has a need should take the loan. But what I'm advocating is that parents should take preemptive measures by making provision for their children's education, right? For insurance, people have misconception about insurance. And the misconception has a lot to do with even those who are investors in insurance companies, that the owners of the insurance companies. Majority of them believe that when you pay premium, the premium belongs to them. The owners of the insurance companies, they believe that the premium you pay for your car, for your life insurance belongs to them. No! They are just trustees of the fund contributed by the policy holders. They are not the owners. Look at my point. So many of them, they just take the money, use it for their own personal purpose, and that's why many of the insurance companies went under in the last 2-3 years. Companies that are not expected to go under, a company like Niger Insurance should not go under. Yes, it was Yorkshire Insurance Company that the federal government bought after the indigenization decree and made it a subsidiary of Nikon. In fact, Niger Insurance was doing far better than Nikon at that time. But with time, it was privatized, and the shareholders believed that the money belongs to them. In the last 2-3 years, I think the licenses of 4 insurance companies were cancelled. So I'm not saying, when I talk of financial institutions, I'm not biased, right? I told you what I know about using insurance company there are alternative ways, right, of making provision for your children's education. Then, the issue of loss adjusters does not come in life insurance, right? Life insurance pays benefit that you agree at the beginning of the contract. If you cover your life with 10 million, that is the agreed benefit, and that's what will be paid in the event of claim as death. But if you insure your car, right, the agreement is that the insurance company will pay you the value of what you lost as at the date of the accident. So if you had bought a car for 10 million and you started using it since January, if you are to sell it today, will anybody buy it from you for 10 million? Well, you can insure it. Yes. No, you can insure. No, you see, you can also have additional benefit for that, right? But the idea is, in the event of loss, you should not benefit. You should not take advantage of others, because the money that will be paid to you is contribution by all those who insured their cars. You are paid more than what you lost. You are doing it you are taking advantage of other people's money, right? So that's the way it works. It does not apply in life insurance. Then, availability of materials. I've sent the soft copy so I guess if you have your details with them, it will be forwarded to everybody. Then, pressure from family, friends, churches, and associations. Will it prevent anybody from saving or investing for his future? Wait, it depends. Look, many of us, please listen very well. Many of us give the impression that we are more than what we have. Yes, you, because, listen, because you are a chartered accountant working with our organization, you want people to you in the bank or whatever, and you want people to recognize you as having arrived. What do you spend your money on? You go and buy SUV. Yes, you have given the impression that you are well off. You are exposing yourself to risk. There are people we want to take advantage. There are predators around you. Yes, family members, friends, churches, and mosques, and so on. They see you as being well off. So the solution is, please live below your means. Yes, please live below your means, and that is to mean that if your monthly salary is 1 million naira, and you have projected, you have planned for your retirement, the way it is done is very simple, and that takes the other question as to whether the thought, school of thought. If you are, whatever you are earning, the first thing is in prioritizing your expenses, how you spend your money. The first rule is pay yourself. Yes, pay yourself first. So if you are earning 200,000 and you do your analysis and say, look, you make up your mind that you'll be saving and investing 20%. Remove 20% of 200,000. That's how much? That is what you should first. Yes, you are paying yourself. That is the rule. That is the appropriate rule. It's not that after spending what is left. I normally tell people, if you are earning 20,000 and you are not saving, by the time you are earning 500,000, you will not save. Yeah, it's a question of attitude. It's a question of attitude. Only will ever be enough. I think I've really covered all the issues.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's quickly go to our virtual participants. We have one of our revamped past chairman, in person of past chairman Ojenika. Please unmute yourself and speak, sir.
Thank you very much, moderator, chairman, and our presenter. I know Baba Falade very well, so I know that I'm not disappointed at the quality of the materials that we have here. But there's one area that I really want to bring back. You mentioned it briefly, but we did not go into it. Now, many people have not really done what they should do. They don't have enough preparation for the retirement. So as a result of this, you find that at age 55 or 60, that's when they start thinking, oh, when I retire very soon, what should I do? And things like that. He was about to mention it, but I think that went against him. What can people at this level still do? Is it too late for them to still prepare for something? Or there's still something that they can do to be part of, to prepare, well, not suddenly, but at least to prepare somehow for their retirement? That's my question.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me quickly read this one from the YouTube. So the person is asking, is it still advisable to save for such a long time, considering inflation rising rates? Education savings planned for up to 10 years. Inflation would have taken up the money.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, the first question. Preparation for retirement, just like I said, should start immediately a person starts work from the first earning. You see, the problem we have in this country is lack of understanding. I've been privileged to participate in retirement lectures organized, especially by the public sector. In fact, we have situations where retirement training takes place after or took place after people have retired. That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. For some, it is 5 years to retirement. It's already late. The reason why they do this is their own conception about retirement has to do with pension. Pension is just one of the several elements of retirement planning. So the appropriate time to start is early in life. And for all the people here, if you are yet to start, it's not too late. It is late, but it's not too late. Now, the reason is this. Look at it this way. Somebody started saving for retirement at age 30. If retirement age is 60, he has the opportunity of saving and investing for 30 years. Now, he has the benefit of what is called time value of money. The compounding effect is very high. You can do the calculation yourself after leaving this place. If you are saving 100,000 every year for 30 years, you will see what it gives you. But if you delay preparation till age 50, to get the same amount that the person who started 30 years ago, you probably will have to save 10 times what he's saving to have the same amount when you retire. Right? So the longer you delay, the costlier it becomes. And of course, you remember also, you will notice also that as you advance in age, your circumstance will be changing. At 30, you probably have a child that is 2-3 years old, right? At 40, you probably have 4 of them. Is that not so? Even though your salary has increased, your expenses will also, so that reduces your ability to save for anything. It's not only for retirement, it's also for home ownership. Like the question somebody asked about whether to invest, to build in the town or the city. My advice is very simple. Starting early, whether you are planning for your retirement or home ownership, is the key. Right? So it's not too late if you are yet to start. Because if you delay further, if your salary is increasing, your expenses will be increasing and your ability to save and investing will be reducing. So for whether to start to save, to build your house in the city or learn, in fact, the worst experience is to learn from your own experience. If at 40 you go and build your house in the village, right? By the time you retire, you will find it difficult to go back to the village. But your children, they won't want to go with you. Is that also? I'm not saying you shouldn't build in the village. First build in Lagos, where you are, right? Then after you've done that, you can build a retirement home in the village, right? For you where to, then the question as to whether, because of inflation, inflation will always be there. It is like that all over the world. The only exception here is that our own inflation rate is very, very high. Long-term investment is very, very, and that means that when I said investing, it does not necessarily mean that you should go and open an account. I'm not restricting you to investing through life insurance. Or, in fact, let me tell you, investing in financial institutions may not even be the best. Yes, for long-term planning. Yes, retirement planning. That's why I said invest in real estate, right? Invest in assets that have potential for increasing in value, right? So whether you are investing for 10 years or 20 years, it will depend on your need. If you need money in 10 years' time, structure your investment to match the time you need the money, so that when you need it, the money will be available. So avoid mismatching of investment, right?
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for our paper presenter. Please, if you are the owner of this vehicle, JJJ 437EJ, your attention is needed downstairs. So, I'd like to call on my chairman to present okay, apologies. Let me call on second deputy vice president to add voice to Dr. Osuji Etofolam MNISA. So please come and add voice to this investment matter.
Thank you so very much. I do appreciate this opportunity. I've been thinking how do I come in to intervene in what he has said. This is a life story that he's just giving us. If you filter his thoughts, he's telling you what is going on. Some of us started very wrongly. Honestly, some of us, most of us got things. Now, the very day you make an application to get a job, and the day they give you an appointment letter, unknown to you, as per making an application, behind your letter of resignation, that is there, not stated for you to see, but for you to think through. I have talked about entrepreneurship, and in the course of discussing entrepreneurship, what came to my mind vividly is a salaried earner is only one step above the beggar. And I'm on a very, very serious note. I worked for people all my life, only to realize that the potential God deposited in me was beyond my imagination, and I could have been stupendously rich, legitimately. One of the critical issues that concern us as chartered accountants is our integrity. I worked in a bank when foreign exchange was good money. Good money, the Yorubas call it obe. You know, the thing just mounted. Carelessly, not carelessly, but carelessly because of corporate governance. The structure we are operating in only favor the managing director and the FS dealer. A story for another day. If you are a chartered accountant, it is expected of you to live your life based on integrity. Most chartered accountants are not rich. History will tell you that. But most chartered accountants are properly endowed to be what they ought to be in this world. I became a chartered accountant when I was working in New Nigeria Bank, Benin City. I met Reverend Peter Obada. Peter Obada happened to be the deputy governor of Edo State. Not then, he was a partner in Giwa Osagi & Co. He said, Eto, I said, sir, you have to leave this bank. Because I look at him as a very senior person who has seen it all. So whatever advice an elder is giving to me, I took it. He told me you're going to look to work in a practicing firm. I have a practicing firm as a partner, but I don't want you to work with me. From Benin, I was using a 504. Just call it 504. It was not L, it was not GL, it was 504. And there was no air condition to it. I go for 2 days, no, 2.5 days to go to Kano to get a new job. Why am I saying this? We were told, he was telling me, get knowledge. And I'm telling the young ones here present today, acquire knowledge. Practice your profession, get to know the rudiments. Because once you know the rudiments, the sky is never the limit for anybody. Because I have never seen the end to the sky. If you fly the rocket, the sky is still the sky. There is no ending to the sky, meaning the opportunity for you as a chartered accountant is limitless. I started working. So when I started working, dogged by integrity, money was not coming on the table. Honestly, money was not coming on the table. But the children were coming because the activity in the other room was very active. I hope you are getting me. Money was not coming, but children were coming. Do you know that I now knew that an accountant, using your knowledge, base knowledge of accounting, you are going to plan very well. I invested in Molue, not Molue, what do they call it? Danfo. I came down to Lagos, went to Mandela's, they were selling used vehicles. And I purchased 3. Because I knew that money cannot be dependent, I cannot depend on this salary. That before the end of the month, I started yawning. Yawning because the reality is that I need to feed my wife. 1, to make sure she is presentable outside to represent me. 2, to take care of her children. So many things were drawing attention on me for that small salary. So I had to diversify. And then I'm telling chartered accountants, diversification is it. You must diversify. Even if you're a partner in a firm, get another business. Because any shaking, anybody who pushes you aggressively, if you don't have any background, you will stumble till you fall. So always get 2nd, 3rd, 4th sources of income. An entrepreneur is somebody that will take a risk. In the night, you will be analyzing. And being honest to ourselves, if you are married, that is the most blessed person you are. Because you are too thinking. And don't ever think that once you are married, your money is your money. Make your accounting open to your wife. Because if you are no more, you have contributed money like Union Bank or First Bank or Wema Bank. They only receive money. Whereas the person who deposited money never told the wife, I have money there. Am I talking to somebody today? So diversification is what is needed. I like his entry into this discussion. And when you are saving money, save money where the money will also be working for you. Whether you are sleeping or you are doing whatever, let money work for you. Never work for money. Make money to work for you. He was talking about investment in shares. Some of us were burnt. Some of us will suffer financial loss. Some of us also gained. Because when it was good and we were riding the tide, as much as is possible, keep plucking those mangoes, feeding it into the family. It will help the family. I'm a very living person because when the stock exchange happened, I positioned myself But one of the things I got to know, never trust any investment. Never be emotionally attached to any. Once you are made up your mind, this is where to exit. In, I think it was in 2006, I was in my office, Marina. I had a voice because our MD then, said, no, still killing to you from Ondo State. How many of you have houses in Lagos? I mean, I was a tenant. Only one person, Mr. Salami, Eleke Salami, had a house in Lagos. All of us raised our hand. It's okay. You go to the market. Since we are a banking affiliated industry, go to the market, let us invest. Go and look for a house. Because a man becomes a man when you can provide shelter for your children, when you can provide shelter for your wife. We all went to the market. I got a house, 2 rooms, duplex, very, very big. At the end of it all, they gave us money. My wife said, like, she can never live in a Rakagi estate. That is the playground for armed robbers. That created a problem. At the end, I got a house and I borrowed money. This very particular day, I was in my office working. That time, Nokia came out newly. I just had go to Mr. Salami's office. And this thing I'm telling you is a life story. I left the 12th floor, Con Oil building. I went down to the 10th floor where Mr. Salami was. I entered his office. Obedi was on the phone. Courtesy demands that if you come into somebody's office and he's on the phone, take a walk. But because God spoke to me, go to Mr. Salami's office. I went and sat down. No, I'm giving that document. No, which other one are you talking about? They kept the discussion between them. At the end of it, I said, what was this all about? He said, First Bank. First Bank says, if you have 20% of the cost of any house, they will give you 80%. I didn't know what to do. I started shaking. I said, come again. He said, the guy just left here. They carried the card of the debt and gave to me. I didn't seem as if I was agitated, but internally, I was having hyperactivity in my mind. And my adrenaline was pumping. When I did it, I spent about 5-6 minutes. I said, after he left, they would start coming for me. I went to the staircase. I didn't take the lift. I took the staircase 2 by 2. Got to my office, dialed the number. I was still panicking when I was talking to the girl. The girl said she cannot come there again. I said, okay, come tomorrow. 9 o'clock, I will wait for you. I got to my wife in the evening. I said, sweetheart, you know that question you asked me on Asababini Road? January 11th. That God might answer that question. That's why I say, women, if you marry well, you enjoy life. Not even if you don't marry well, your wife will be there for you. I got, you see what we talked about that. As God will have it, I got a house. Now, stock exchange, that is the rescue. I don't want to discredit stock exchange. If you are in the stock business, read the market. Read what? The market. Understand the fundamentals. As a chartered accountant, God has blessed you with the foundational knowledge to move on. And when you understand the fundamentals, you're good to go. About 16 weeks ago, I'm saying this thing for everybody to be aware. There were some movements in the stock exchange. And it was a stock that was going for 16 naira. As at today, 16 weeks ago, as at today, that stock is going for 89 naira. I want you to study the market. When a Yoruba man tells you Obe, listen carefully. Listen to it. There is meat there. Cool down, you get that meat. Owando, nobody buys it, isn't it? What is happening to it? And then begin to do your background check. Who owns what? What has happened to Owando? Get all the necessary information you need to get. it will help you. Because Oando is owned by Wole Tinubu. Who is the president of Nigeria? Bola Tinubu. They are not the same person, but we know what is happening. Invest in those things. Invest in these banks that are coming up. This GT Bank, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, UBA. Shine your eyes. Invest. And as you invest, make your wife the co-signatory. Any to sign. Not one to sign, the other person is B. No, any to sign. And most women that you give that opportunity, any to sign, they don't even use it. Because any mistake you make on your leg, just bend a bit, you are gone. The Nigerian government will take 1/3 of all your cash resources, all your investments, if you didn't provide a will. But when you have any to sign, whether you sign or your wife sign, they will honor it. Are you getting it? Please, men, be wise. And there is no harm in marriage, because if you are dead, you can't be jealous. A dead man can never be jealous. Am I talking to men? Oh, no. Am I talking to men? A dead man cannot be what? Jealous. You are dead as dodo. Nothing is going to happen. You can't rise up over there, whether literally or properly. You are dead. Another man is there, it doesn't concern you. You don't even know. So what you are doing is your children. Am I talking to you? This gentleman that spoke to us today has spoken to us in a manner that you use your tongue to count your teeth. You use your tongue to do what? Count. And as God will have it, you are chartered accountants. So, any savings that you are saving that is not going to work for you is no savings. If they give you 12% savings, inflation is 34%, you are carrying a loss as an accountant there and then. Why would I do such a business? He talked about real estate. It's not easy, but we have a platform. Ikeda District Society, isn't it? Ikeda District Society can make so many cooperatives. Who wants to buy land? The land is 50 million naira. You need, we are 10, we are 15. We can generate 33 million each. You put together, you buy the land, you keep. At the right time, all of you, God willing, when you decide to sell, and the land is now 220 million, is it not better than putting it into a savings account? Am I talking to somebody today? Please, God has given us the base understanding. We are finance. Finance is us. I cannot be talking about medicine if my father is a doctor. Am I talking to somebody? We must be wise and we must understand the dynamic. Some 2 years ago, August 16, 2022, I was in my office in Owerri, and I just had this 1 million naira. I said, I think this money here, I will eat this money. Or my people from the village will come, I'm having this problem, and my school, my children, but if the money is not there, I won't give. But if it is here, you will have conscious problem because you are bound to do something. So I just said, I called my daughter, Alechi, how now? We talked and started. I said, that's very good. I decided to buy 8,000 units of GT Bank for the 3 of them. My daughter has given me 2 grandsons. And my first son is a chemical engineer. He's working. My last son is working in Deloitte in Canada. So I said, 8,000 units of GT Bank, 3 of them has 24 units, 24,000 units. And then 25,000 units of Access Bank. My first son has 80 something, so I didn't give him, I gave it. As at today, Access Bank just came to the market. Something that cost me 8 naira. GT Bank cost me 21 naira. Access Bank, it was 19 naira. At the time they closed and then it's 19 naira. But GT Bank came to the market at 40 something naira. Something I bought at 21 naira. Who can give you that kind of return? Is it savings account? Learn to use people to work for you. So that even if you are in the shower, taking a good shower, money is working for you. be wise as chartered accountant. God made me so good to be a chartered accountant. I cannot disappoint myself because the knowledge in me is beyond measure. So I ask you, in this district society, I want to see people clusters under the district society, and the district society will administer it. They will be the administrator. Even if it means 2% or 3% of your global income from that district, that's the source of income for the district society. Am I speaking to the executive? Good. So you are good to go. Thank you so very much. Yes, I just talked about the business given to us by our retired member of the Insurance Institute. Chartered accountants will deploy the knowledge that they've acquired today. And we'll call you back again when the road seems as if it is getting rough. We'll call you back. But I want to thank God for the opportunity of coming to this place today. Actually, I have not gotten the briefing that I knew that Lagos and District Society is my purview. But when we get that thing, I said, are you sure? He said, the lady said, yes. The more the merrier. And I never knew that I would be, it was my network that couldn't show me to this place. But it was good that I am able to be here today. Now this year, this presidential year is something that we need to really work on. Apart from working on our self-development, we also need to work on collectively as a body. Yes, in life there are challenges, and those challenges must of necessity meet people that are minded to accept challenges as part of life and move on. Things are relatively very difficult in this country, no problem about that. Notwithstanding that, do you realize that a tortoise cannot move except it brings out itself from its shell? A tortoise, once it is cocooned, nothing can happen except an evil picks it up and drops it on the stone. But as long as it remains there, there's no movement. But the moment it brings out itself, coming out to ready to move. We must move in the terrain that is called Nigeria. Opportunities abound, most especially in the new era that is coming up. We were told this morning by him that our skill, we must increase our skills level. We must acquire more skills to be able to be relevant in the challenging times that we're in. And Nigeria is passing through a phase. It is only for the prepared mind. If you are not prepared, people will bypass you. Now, if you go to the East, what most chartered accountants ladies are now doing is master's degree, PhD degree. Whether they are doing it, what do you call it, part-time or full-time, at the end of it all, you begin to see ladies, young ladies, Dr. This, Dr. This, Dr. This. Are you here in Lagos? How many universities are in Lagos? There are many. And chartered accountants, you already have a prime qualification. Move in, get a PhD, get to acquire new skills like this, data analytics and so many other things that are coming up. Blockchain and all that, understand them. And when you are giving advice to your clients, certainly, and a client would like to hear fresh things, get to know, get to read. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch Z-World. I didn't call anybody's name. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch Z-World. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch Premiership. But there are things that help the family to grow. I want us to grow. For the Institute, you can only help through the district society. And these 2 hours, 2 credit hours that we give for technical sessions, like what we just learned this morning, certainly is more than 2 hours. At the district society meetings, bring it up. 2, you also have the opportunity of expanding. Ikeja, is it a class C, a class B district society? Class A. Now, the district society honorarium is how much? 500,000. Now, yes, but you can understand that 500,000 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, yeah. 500,000 10 years ago cannot meet the challenges of today. You have young programs. And I would also want you to, apart from catch them young, you have the opportunity of getting students into the actual scheme, ATS scheme. Pay for them. It may cost more money, but pay for them. Make a request at the next district society meeting. Quietly position yourself. Once the chairman says, you have the Ikorodu chairman saying the same thing, it will come, not it will come, we are council members who are there listening. And when they come, we take it up, say, I think we need to change this thing. If Ikeja begins to receive 750 or 1 million, is it not good money coming to you? I just want you to use your tongue to count your teeth. Are you getting it? Okay. So please, we are a team. We want to make sure that every constituent part of the body is functioning and functioning optimally. I don't have much to say, but to say that I'm very, very happy this morning to have made the journey to this place. And God willing, I will have another opportunity to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, let's give another round of applause to our district leader. We appreciate you, sir. Our time has been fast spent, so we would call on the chairman to come and appreciate our paper presenter.
Recording stopped.
Where is Hello, sir. Please come forward, sir.
It's been a wonderful members forum. Please let's appreciate the district coordinator and also the second deputy vice president of our great institute, Dr. Etofolam Osuji, MNI FCA. Thank you, sir. And all the requests you said we should put across to the presidency, we will surely do that, sir, because even the catch them young fee we get support is just 250,000 for a presidential year. No, 250,000 per year. And that's what I'm saying. No, it's 500, 250 per year. Are you okay? I'm correct. It's 500 every 2 years. So annually 250. Yeah, so as you know, sir, it's because last chairmanship year, we had like 15 catch them young program. We spent like 2 million because to organize a program is nothing less than 150,000 thereabouts. So I know you will surely use your good office to support us, sir, and you have promised us that you'll be there for us throughout this chairmanship year and the presidential year. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Our daddy, the paper presenter for today, Mr. Falade Adeoye. We have really tapped from your knowledge of wealth. You said we should start planning now. We should not procrastinate. It's better late than never. We should plan for our retirement. We should save wisely, invest wisely, not necessarily in the bank, real estate, and other forms of investment. We will surely go back home and think about it and do it. And start now so that our future will be secured. Thank you so much on this note on behalf of the executive members of Ikeja District Society of ICANN and the entire members of the district. I hereby present this to appreciate you for the well-delivered paper. We also have this is the brochure of my investiture, copy of our newsletter for last chairmanship year. Then we also have a token, let me open it please, because that is looking younger. I know she is like 80 plus. I saw your profile when you said, that's how old are you?
I'm closer to 80 than 70.
So you can see he's keeping fit. That's why, because we had a program this morning, keeping fit. So this is a water flask. You can look younger every day. Okay. Then Daddy, our president, please, we just have a small token. I know you will be there for us throughout this chairmanship here, but this one, because you were not in attendance during my investiture, so we package all our publications. Then also, you can see our second deputy vice president also looking so young. So that we don't. Oh, yeah. Oh. These are our publications. This newsletter for last chairmanship year, copy of my investiture program, then also the insulated flask, so that you can be looking younger, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Before our announcement, I would like to present, I'd like to call on the CTY. We want to present a gift to the participants of just concluded CTY quiz. So I would hand over the microphone to him now so that he can call them forward.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Deyemi, please come forward. Good afternoon, our second vice. Good afternoon, sir. My 37th chairman, VC, and every other ESCO present, our past chairman present or online, and also our UDISCAN lovely members. I say good afternoon once again. My name is Phillips Olofishawo FCA, and here with me is Mr. Temitayo Odeyemi FCA. I happen to be the US official one of UDISCAN and also the chairman of Catch Them Young. And here with me is the coordinator of the virtual part of the Catch Them Young program. We started this chairmanship year with virtual program at August 31st, 2024. After engaging the participants, we decided to have a quiz for only the secondary school students. During the exercise, we have undergraduates, we have graduates that are participants of that program, but we limit the quiz competition to senior secondary students only. And after that, it was a rigorous exercise. In fact, at a point, we were thinking of let's just make everybody a winner, because we find it difficult to have a winner. But eventually, we had a winner. And they are here today. 3 of them are here today. So I will start from the second runner-up. Please, can we have those gifts? Can we have the second runner-up? Please, can we have those gifts? Can we have the gifts? So those are the gifts for the winners. So I will start from our vice chairman to come forward for the first presentation, which happens to be the second runners up. Let me call on Jawando Zainab Adetola. Please, can you come forward?
Zainab, on behalf of the Benlo, the seventh chairman of ITSICAM, Ikeja District Society of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, I want to appreciate and present this to you in appreciation of your coming second runner-up in the concluded quiz competition. Hoping that one day we'll welcome you into our fold as our colleague. Congratulations.
Obviously, these are our future chartered accountants. What we'll still call you out for us to have a group picture. Second runner-up of that quiz competition is, first runner-up of that quiz competition is Isa Olajumake. So, my chairman.
Up Swan. I know you'll be wondering which one is Swan. Society of Women Accountants, Nigeria. Don't worry, very soon you'll be one of us in Jesus. In Allah's name. Say on behalf of the entire ESCO members and the members of Ikeja District Society, I hereby present this back to you and the mug for coming for being the first runner of the Catch Them Young quiz competition that was held in August. Congratulations.
And the winner of that quiz competition is Upswan Lani Young Treasure. Please come out. Lani Young Treasure. Sir, Your Honor, sir.
Okay. Well, I've read to myself she's an SS2 student and she's making these waves. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, gentlemen, you see that we have a problem. Are you getting what I'm telling you? Swan, isn't it what we like? What is place? Swan. Oxman. You are looking for money, you know? I look forward to you being a member of the institute. And I think we can go ahead and this is 8 years to have. And I will pay the registration fee. And I also pay not only the registration fee, the tuition fee for her. So, when you wake up the tuition house, tell them to I'll get her registered everything. Congratulations. This is for you, the winner. This is your calculator. And we'll be hearing good news from you. So the District Society owes me information about her. Please track her wherever she is. And make sure she registered. Make sure you qualify to join that company. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me also state here that this Catch Them Young of this year we are having 3 sponsorship for the year. One to be sponsored by the Catch Them Young chairman, one to be sponsored by our Able 37 chairman, and the other one to be sponsored by the district. What we are trying to do is to encourage people. Okay. And now we have additional sponsorship by our second vice president. And I am saying this because I want to encourage some of us who will know that we can afford this to please come to the fold of these sponsorship programs. It is a program that we intend to keep going as long as God enables us to do. Please always see, if you are interested, just see the general secretary or the chairman of the district for your intention to join the winning team. Thank you very much. May I have the honor to parents of the winners, and all the winners, let them come forward so that we have a good photograph. Thank you. We want to use this medium to appreciate you for allowing your daughters to participate in this program. Thank you very much.
Owner of this Luxus 300 JJJ 437 EJ, so please, attention is needed downstairs. You've been blocking somebody for quite some time now, please. JJJ 437 EJ.
JJJ 437 EJ. Lexus 300. I'm very sure why you are not seeing any male physique there is because they've upgraded to premiership.
Please, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all committees of Catch Them Young for this laudable thing that we have started. This is sponsored by them. Everything that you are seeing here is sponsored by the committee. I want to appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll need to quickly take the news from the institute. Okay. Recognition of new members. If you are here today and you are a new member, please come forward. First time attending our meeting. If it's today, please come forward. If you are online and this is the first time, please Kindly wave. New members just joining the district.
Hello, okay. To all our new members, okay, do we have any new member online? Okay. Can you introduce yourself, madam?
Okay, Funke Alomoluwa. Alomoluwa, 18130. Fellow.
Onyewuchi Joy, 35396, FC.
Okay, I'm Sunday Oladipupo Dosunu, 19190. I'm FCA. Thank you.
My name is Taiwo Adekunle, 061981 ACA.
Adeni Ilarinde, 6173.
Ifeoluwadada, 062783. ECA.
Thank you, sirs and ma'ams, for joining the Peseta district. We welcome you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure you will never regret it. I know I met my brother at the investiture ceremony of the chairman of the Lagos State Public Service chapter, and he promised us he would join us. Please, let's appreciate all of them. Thank you very much. We hope to see more of you. You can see it's during your own turn. We started the physical meeting. So maybe next members forum, you sponsor the physical session. Yes, please, let's appreciate them. Apologies I left behind the people online. Where are your virtual hands? First timers, please indicate by raising up your hand so that we can appreciate you. Okay, I can't see any hands up. All right. Thank you. Oluwaseun, I'm not seeing the. Okay. Ade, I don't know, I can't see the full name. Then Joseph Olaseyinde. Okay, yeah, I can remember approving his membership some weeks ago. Thank you, sir. Then Mr. Oluwaseun, you are welcome to the Peseta district where more knowledge will be added to you, and you will surely be glad that you took that bold decision. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, with the permission of the chairman, I'm asked to call the September celebrant. If you know that today you were born in September, please come forward. I want to appreciate those that are born in September with shake. September celebrants, virtually, please identify yourself and get a handshake from the chairman.
Please, let's quickly sing a happy birthday song for them. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Pieces. May the good Lord bless you. We wish you many happy returns, good health, and prosperity. Hip, 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 hooray!
Why the chairman is why the chairmanship is taking a group photograph with the September celebrant? Let's quickly take news from the institute. Our first announcement will be on membership subscription. We want to plead our members should please pay up their subscription. As you all can see, we need money to drive so many things, and part of it is the present physical members forum we are having. So we want to plead with members to pay up their subscription. Both members that have been owing before this year and those that have 2024 hours outstanding, we appreciate you paying up your subscription in due time. Also, the second one, our technical, please help me project the district account number. So anyone that wants to pay up their subscription can do so now. Then our paper presenter, we need to help patronize our paper presenter. He has a book on introduction to life insurance, pension and annuity. The cost of the book is just 8,000 naira. So it includes delivery. We can't pick it up now. So what you need to do is just to pay directly to his account number. His account number is GTB account 011 45 74 740 011 45 74 740. This information will be posted to our Telegram so that anybody that didn't get it now will pick it up later. So we would appreciate we patronizing them. In. So the next one is our annual accountant conference. Our annual accountant conference themed Governance Reimagined, Mapping the Future. Holding 7th to 11th October 2024 at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, and Abuja Continental Hotel. That's the former Sheraton Hotel. We have transport available, a mini jet. Okay, no, let me say a mini bus jet, so that people will come and say, which jet is that? Because the bus fee is just 90,000 naira. And when I put jet now, I won't want people to run away, so they won't think that this one won't take them off this MMA too. So it's just 90,000 naira return ticket fee for the minibus. So those that want to go by air can contact Mrs. Tolu Ola to help in booking of the air ticket. Then we also have accommodation. Accommodation per night is 35,000 naira. That That is if 35 now. That is if you are the one using the room alone. But if you are going to pay, it is 40,000 naira with complimentary breakfast for one, not for two, for one. So we also have costume for our parade. The costume for women is 16,000 and for men is 12,000 naira. Beads is 3,500 for those who don't have. And we would like to state again that the parade has been moved from the regular Tuesday to Monday. So we want to plead with members that will be going that instead of planning to get to Abuja on Monday, please plan to get to Abuja on Sunday. Because before you know it, you want to avoid the issue of flight cancellation or rescheduling. The program will start by 4. And also for this year's conference, there is a dress code. The dress code will be posted on the Telegram. I know that for the first day, for women, we have to wear blue suits, like sky blue shirt, then white tie. Yes. If you have wine shoe, use it. If you have wine belt, use it. If you have wine frame, use it. So the second will be black, but you'll see it, we'll post it on the Telegram. Then for further, then I would like to call on the editorial chairman to give us a brief announcement. I know the institute would have a what's it called, designated bus station at the airport, from airport to Sheraton. Yes. So from there you can now, yes. That'll be on Monday. From Monday, Tuesday, not from Sunday. Yes, from Monday. So okay. I'm told to call on our past chairman and also our conference chairman for Ikeja 2025. Permit me to call on Mrs. Taibat Abenualomo FCA to give us a little brief of how far they have gone in as to the preparation of the 2025 Western Zonal Conference.
Thank you, ABGS. The 37th chairman of Ikeja and District Society, Mrs. Abioye Balogun FCA, our district coordinator and the second deputy vice president of our great institute, Dr. Etofolam Osuji, MNI FCA, the ESCO members of our dear district, our reverse past chairman, both online and physically, our paper presenter in absentia, Mr. Falade, distinguished members of the Pacesetter district. Good afternoon to you all. I bring you good tidings from the Western Zonal Executive members of the Institute. As we all know, the Institute operates through what is called the zones, and we have 4 zones comprising of the Institute. We have the Western Zone, the Northern Zone, the Southern Zone, and the Eastern Zone. And with the arrangements, we have all the 25 districts that make up the Western Zone. That's from the 6 states that makes up the Southwest states of Nigeria. And it's no longer new to us that there is usually an annual zonal conference. I can see some of our members that are adorning the Ibadan 2024 Western Zonal Accountant Conference that held earlier this year, January 31st to February 3rd or something. My sister, please, ma, can you just stand up for recognition? Yes, that's the kind of identity that Ibadan had, and my brother, sir. Yes, that's the identity for Ibadan 2024. Have your seat. Thank you very much. And I want to tell you that Ikeja and District Society is making a second missionary journey on this hosting of the Western Zonal Accountant Conference. The first one, when we hosted, was in 2008, thereabout. But I know that some of us were not born then when their district hosted that conference. But we thank God that another one is coming up. It's been hosted by Ikeja in our lifetime, and it's tagged Ikeja 2025 because Ikeja and District Society is hosting that conference. But that conference is unique in a way. Unique in the sense that we are collaborating actively with the Lagos State Public Service Sector, popularly tagged Alausa chapter. Because over the years, when Alausa chapter was born, we have been having this collaboration with them for most of our programs. Even annual accountant conference, they are not left out. They are always with us. So when this hosting right was given to us, we thought it very, very expedient to make them part and parcel of this program. And because of that, the conference secretary for Ikeja 2025 is the chairman of Lagos State Public Sector Service, Mrs. Florence Akishola, FCE. That is the conference secretary. And then my sister here is the conference director. The conference director is usually the sitting chairman of the host district. And my humble self, the conference chairman. We have the conference accountant coming from Amuwo and District Society. Is the sitting chairman of Amuwo and District Society, by name Mr. Olamide Balogun, FCA. So Ikeja 2025 is also unique in another way because we are having the Baloguns coming to hijack that conference from us. But we thank God it's not going to end well. Just a quick one. The Ikeja 2025 is the 19th edition. So it is the 19th Western Zonal Accountant Conference. And by the grace of God, it's going to be held at the Balmoral Convention Center at Sheraton Hotel, Ikeja. I don't know how many of us know that that event center. It's it's big enough for us to use because of the capacity, the ambience of that area, and the security. Those three things were put into consideration before arriving at a venue for that conference. And the theme of that conference is Accountancy Beyond Numbers, Innovate to Elevate Professional Excellence. A lot of erudite speakers, distinguished men and women in the society have been reached out to be conference speakers, chairmen of sessions and the rest, to make that conference very, very robust and interesting for us. And another thing I want to bring to our attention is the conference fee. The conference fee for physical participants or physical delegates is 50,000 naira, while for virtual participants is 30,000 naira. and for non-members, 60,000 naira. I know you will want to be wondering why that amount is so, it's cheap, you know, in quotes. It's because zonal conferences are designed to help our members that cannot be in Abuja for the annual accountant conference to be part of conferences held by zones. So therefore, it's coming at a very, very subsidized rate so that our members can benefit and then have that generous MCPD. Because when you compare the MCPD for annual accountants and the one for zone, you have just two MCPD. Oh, it's now 25 for Abuja. Okay, please, sir. Our second deputy vice president, maybe you allow our conference director and the chairman to probably solicit, probably happy to bring that good news to the zonal executive at our next meeting that is going to be reviewed. Thank you very much, sir. I can testify to Ibadan 2024, and I know my sister can testify to what happened at Ibadan 2024. Ditto for my brother. That experience was awesome. Was it not? It was. Because I know the past, when you attend zonal conferences, in that flyer, they put it there for you. You are only entitled to one meal, apart from the gala. That gala, and that was what happened at Ibadan 2024. It's like we were fed 3 times for those 3 days that we spent at Ibadan. In fact, some of us, we took part of the food, we brought it to Lagos, you know, to take the following money, because there is this bringing it to Lagos. So you can see that the scope of Western Zone conferences, zonal conferences have expanded. And it's just in a way to make it more robust for members, so that when they attend, they will have the memory to linger for long. Even if they have missed out of Abuja, when they are part of this, they will always feel fulfilled. And that is why I'm here this afternoon. First, to solicit your support for this 19th edition of the Western Zonal Accountant Conference, because we pride ourselves to be the pace-setter district. And when you say pace-setter district, what does it mean in the literal sense? That you set the pace while others follow. Apologies, sir. Ikeja and District Society sets the pace for other districts to follow. But it is not by mouth. You know, we have to show it. We have to show people that they are coming to Lagos. A call for show. We must prove our worth to them. In fact, it's starting from the area of the conference bag. The conference bag this time around is going to be unique. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but you all see that, oh yes, there's a difference, you know, in this conference. So please, and please, turn out en masse to attend this conference. The environment we are having it's okay, it's secured. By God's grace, we will not record any untoward incidents. Sheraton Hotel. It doesn't come cheap, oh. It doesn't come cheap at all, you know. That centers, I'm sure some of us will have been seeing it. By the time you made that bend to come to maybe something here, you see it massively standing there. My brothers and sisters, it's not coming cheap at all. But then we have no choice than to pick that place. We are bringing in erudite, distinguished speakers, distinguished members of ICANN, Ikeja District, even non-members, so that by the time they get there, they will know that yes, there's an event taking place. But please and please, soup way sweet, you know, they say money kill 'em. please and please, not jeopardizing the success of our 37th chairman, because she needs our support too to make a difference for this chairmanship. But this Ikeja 2025 too, by the grace of God, all of us will witness that event in good health. And I know that you are going to attend. Not only attending, you preach that gospel to other members of other zones to be part of that conference. If it's not too convenient traveling down, the virtual option is there. Please and please help us market this program. By the time the flyer is out, we are just waiting for one or two things to perfect the flyer, and it's going to come out very soon. So please, we have formed the LOC, but you know, it's not everybody that can be accommodated in the LOC. But those of us that have been privileged to be part of that LOC, I want to beg of us to please help us. We are the foot soldiers. When we talk of a central planning committee, they are district chairmen and vice chairmen of other districts that are not members of Ikeja and District Society. So if we say LOC will make committees work. You are the ones that they will look up to make things happen for all the committees that have been set up. Please don't let us down. Please be of a good help to those committees that you have been put into. And please, when the time comes, I'll be knocking on our doors, even for those that are not even in LOC. The reason being that you are a member of Ikeja and District Society. Something is happening February 5 to 8, 2025. By the grace of God, the 19th Western Zonal Accountant Conference will take place. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, yes. Thank you very much, sir. I want to really appreciate your presence with us today, because a new thing is happening in our district. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that we will have our coordinator to be part of our members forum. And I think those that have witnessed this today continue to witness many more. Thank you very much, sir, for your support.
That is the sign of Bebe. Yes. Bebe is on the move. And I want to ask you what my conference chairman just said. For 2025, it is Bebe continue. We have Bebe night. And Bebe night is a Ria night. Abi, my chairman, we have Bebe night. So, yeah, Bebe musician. So let me call on the DVC to please quickly update us on the information he has for us so that we can round up.
Thank you very much, our Bebe Law GS. In continuation of the Bebe Law Pesita District and adding value to our member, the owner of this vehicle, BDG 803DH, Camry. So please, the attention is needed downstairs. Yeah, in addition to it, that we always add value to our members. We are coming with another program, virtual, next week Saturday between the hour of 6 to 7 p.m. It's called the Pinnacle Platform. I mentioned it earlier at our special September members forum, and it's for us to go beyond just only accountancy, and then we'll be bringing top-notch personalities. We'll bring in noble members of our profession to come and share knowledge with us, who have reached the pinnacle of their life. So they also come and give us insights into how they did it, how they go about it, their personal life, their experiences. So it will be worthwhile, and it will also be collaborating what we've done today. And now we'll start planning for ourselves, the beginning, the middle, and towards the end. So please, let's make it a date. And this time around, to start the Pinnacle Platform program, we are bringing one of our personalities, one of our top notch in the accounting industry. Is no other person than Mr. Timothy A. Oyelami, FCIS, FCA, the founder of Oyelami Soeto and Co. Oyelami Soeto Adeleke and Co. Now Bekatili Nigeria Limited. I can assure you to be a worthwhile. That will be next week Saturday between the hour of 6 to 7 p.m. And then you'll be glad you did. You can see that you are not in the wrong district, new members. You are really in a performing district. Please share the gospel. We have only 2 districts in ICANN. Apologies, sir. And we say it confidently. It's that district. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, my DVC. Without wasting much of our time, let me call on the Vice Chairman, in person of Mr. Olutayo Sholanke FCA, to come forward and give us a vote of thanks.
On behalf of the Bebelo chairman, we want to give thanks to the Almighty Father for allowing this event in this space to happen. Chairman, 37 chairman, the Bebelo chairman, Olori, Angel. Omobolanle Abike Balogun. We appreciate the time, the brain, and the funds you input into this event. We want to appreciate the coordinator of ITSICAN, Dr. Etofolami Osuji, MNI FCA, for creating time and fund, because to fuel his car to this place from his other end of Lagos, as you know, is not a small investment. Not only that, you know, he has been added to the treasurer of Ikeja as our coordinator. See, there is a lot in the name of his name shocks me when translated to Yoruba. Folami. So, but he is Eto Folami, but I captured the Yoruba aspect of it, that the one that does it with wealth. He has enriched us with 50,000 naira to improve on our cash dungeon. I appreciate the Western Zonal Conference chairman, our past chairman of this growth district, for creating time and coming to stay with us from the beginning up to this time. Only I look forward to his participating in the aerobics because we started this aerobic in her environment during our first yes, during our retreats. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate my DVC, Alhaji Ojugbele, FCA, for always being there and active. All ESCO members, you are highly appreciated. Thank you very much. Every member of the district, ITSICAN, Ikeja and district, I appreciate you. You clamored for physical meeting, and you got it. You will continue getting it through your effort. Yes, because many of us here seated and those listening to us on the other side are capable to make it happen continuously. So we look forward to your supporting it, because you know I'm an Ijebu man and an accountant. So it's double. Yeah. And it so happened that I was saying we were spending up to 6 million naira on physical. Yes, at 5 years in a year, over 1 year, we were spending as much as that. And between the time we stopped it and now, our pockets enlarged. Yes, I was watching it. And now we are going back to that. But be that as it may, the ingenuity in our exco, headed by the Bebelo chairman, had reduced the impact on our pockets through you and I. So we must continue it. So I thank every one of us for creating the time and for being here. Yeah, we have whatever we're doing at Ikeja and district is assisted strongly by our backbone. You all know our backbones, the body of past chairmen. They are always there for us. Great men and women of valor, kudos to you and God bless your cause. I want to thank you all a million times for making today a reality. Not minding the glitches we have. We know we have atrophied over these years. We have weakened over these years, doing it outside our space. You know, if it were at Ikeja, yeah. If it were at Araromi, we don't miss anything. We don't miss it. But this time around, something just happened. But we will continue to improve. Thank you very much. There are some people that have donated generously towards this project, and we want to appreciate them so that they continue to assist us. We cannot fail to thank Director General of MAN, Segun Ajayi Kadri, the management of this place, who had given us this on a platter of gold. We thank Baker Tilly in Nigeria, who nurtured and gave us the Bebelo chairman, and they have really stood by her. They have just started. We thank Gafar Musbal and Co. for their generous donation. Mrs. Adelino, thank you very much. When I drop the microphone, I will call you the name that only a few of us know. Mrs. Olajumoke Fabumi, we thank you. Mr. Adekunle Timothy, Mr. Olalekan Adeleke, Mr. Michael Oladiran, Mr. Ayodele Olatiregun, Jafina, Nigeria, Mr. Michael Oladiran, Mr. Abiola Fajimi, Mr. Abiodun Victor Ojo, Mr. Olusegun Okunade, Mr. myself, Madam Vera of Man, all FCA. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Sorry, this place is owned by Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and I want to especially appreciate Sarah. She's a former staff of Baker TV, but now works with Man. She used her position to get staff rates to the just 100,000. We secured this place. Please, Vera, stand up. We appreciate you, and I hope the Director General will continue this. Extend it. I will actually come and pay him a courtesy visit soonest. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very Vera. So on this note, technical, we'll be closing today's members forum with the third stanza of the national anthem as our closing prayer. We will stand up. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. I can anthem. I can anthem. Justice reign, peace all battle honor, and peace we count as day. Unto our children, our banner we are stay. O God of all creation, and these are all we have, and also build a nation where no man is Thank you very much. We'll get used to it. Please, let's wait behind. Social. We want to have rehearsal for conference.
Please, technical committee, don't go. Group picture, please, technical.
Conference rehearsal.
Thank you.
BDG 942 CD. BDG 942 CD. Toyota Corolla. My attention is the way downstairs.
Social, let's have our practice. And for those that are going to Abuja, please let's come together. Social. Let's quickly have our meeting.
Hello. Please, if you know you are going for this conference, kindly come to the front seat. We need to do our rehearsal, please. Please. Yes, I can see you. You are here. Yes, welcome. Let's come together for rehearsal, please. Let's come together for AAC rehearsal, please.
The world is changing, governance too much. Let's come together, keeping the pace with the speed of change. Let's map the future, governance reimagine.
The owner of the vehicle, the Toyota Corolla, black Toyota Corolla, 940. BDG 940.
Thank you.